Everybody. So we are going to go through the parts of sentences, namely subjects and verbs or predicates. Okay? So, subjects and verbs. We are now ready to see how parts of speech function in sentences. So we talked about those 8 parts of speech the last 2 days. Nouns serve as the main parts of a sentence, but when they do, we refer to them by their function. Subject, direct object, indirect object, subject complement, or object of a preposition. For example, we don't say the noun of a sentence. We say the subject of a sentence. And there's all those functions of a noun, but today we're just going to talk about the subject. Then, however, verbs are always referred to by their parts of speech name, verb, or predicate. The first step to understanding how any sentence is constructed is to determine its subject and verb. Since the verb is the heart of the sentence, it is a good idea to identify it first. So, just to review, the verb can show action. So the car jumped the curb, right? And then the verb can show a state of being, which is a linking verb. The cruise ship is huge, right? A form of to be. So the verb may be more than one word. A main verb with its helping verbs. Helping verbs combine with main verbs to show the time of the action. So, some people may get confused because a verb seems like just one word, and that's why when we're talking about subjects and verbs in that context, sometimes we say subjects and predicates because it can be more than one word. Okay, so for example, the hurricane is coming ashore. The answer should have been correct. Oops. So should have been, those are both is coming. That's a helping verb. And then should have been, state of being, right? So helping verbs, basically the purpose of helping verbs is to show tense. So the hurricane is coming ashore. So we have the is and then coming. So a form of to be. We can't just say the hurricane coming ashore. That doesn't make sense, right? Or the answer should have been correct. That should have is the helping verb. We can't just say the answer been correct, right? So forms of to be, again, kind of just the same as our linking verbs. So am, is, are, was, were, be, being, or been. And then forms of to have are also helping verbs. So has, have, had. Forms of to do, does, did. And then we have a thing called modals, and that is can, could, may, might, must, shall, should, will, or would. And there's not really a trick for modals. You just kind of have to memorize these helping verbs, or you can just see how they're function, or how they are functioning within the sentence, okay? So here's a practice set for verbs or predicates, right? Direction in the following sentences. Underline verbs. So, example here, Judith finished her wedding dress, right? Finished is an action verb because it's something you can do. Lydia may have found the missing pieces. We have helping verbs here, right? May have found. So, the multiple word predicate includes helping verbs, okay? And then the news was good. We know was is a linking verb. So number 1, Sherman's interview lasted 3 hours. So we'll talk about subjects in a second. Lasted is our verb, right? What did it do? It lasted. So we just underline that. And then swimming is good exercise. Is, we know, is a linking verb. And swimming can be a verb, but it is not acting as a verb in the sentence. Because it's not like I am swimming. Swimming is a noun in this case. It's actually called a gerund because it ends in an ing. We'll talk about those later. I don't want to confuse you with all these weird terms. Okay. And then my neighbor has offered for her help. Has offered is our helping verb plus action verb. Okay, so go ahead and complete 4 through 10 on your own. Pause me here, and then I'll meet you talking about subjects in slide 5. All right. So subjects are nouns or pronouns that cause the action or state of being to happen. They answer the questions who or what before the verb. In the following examples, the subjects are italicized and the verbs are underlined. Look at the subjects of the following sentences. So we can either have a common noun as a subject, a proper noun, personal pronoun, or indefinite pronoun. So basically, you can have a noun or a pronoun as a subject. Okay? And then we have gerunds as well, which, again, we'll talk about later. So the waitress served 10 tables. Subjects always come before the verb. So served is our action, right? Who served? The waitress. So that's our subject. That's the main focus of the sentence. Who or what? Okay? And then what did they do? They served. Okay? So subject, verb. Here's a proper noun, so a name. Marty Brink. What did he do? He served 10 tables. Personal pronoun, she served 10 tables. An indefinite pronoun, somebody. What did somebody do? Served. Okay? So here's our practice set for subjects. So underline the subjects in the following sentences. On the right, write whether it is a pronoun or a noun. Okay? So the circus comes to the, example. Each came to the seminar with creative ideas. So came is our verb, right? You can come somewhere, go somewhere. So that is our verb. Who came? Each. So each is our indefinite pronoun, right? Next, comes, another verb. Who comes? The circus. Okay, so circus is our subject. Comes is our verb. And circus is a noun, right? It's a person, place, thing, or idea. Okay, so go ahead and complete the other ones on your own. Pause me and then meet me in number 7. Okay, so these are my quick 3 steps to not identify parts of speech. Oh my gosh. Identify subjects in verbs. I'm sorry. So number 1, first thing you do, find the verb. So is it a linking verb or an action verb? You know the list of linking verbs and you know if something is an action, okay? So find that verb. Every single sentence has to have a verb. It either will be an action verb, a linking verb, or an action verb with a helping verb, right? So first identify action or linking, and then you can see if there's a helping verb there to make the sentence complete, the right tense, etc. Okay, so find the subject. Think who or what is completing the verb. So Miss Brown saw her dog, right? Who saw, right? I can see, so that's a verb. Who saw? Miss Brown, right? Miss Brown is a teacher. Is our verb. Who is Miss Brown, right? Okay. And subjects are always in the sentence come before the verb. In English, our sentence structures, very simple sentence structures, are subject, then verb, and then direct objects. And we'll talk about direct and indirect objects later this week. but just subject always comes before the verb. All right, so our last practice set on here, subject in the verb. So you're going to italicize the subject. You can just click and just click the word. You don't even have to highlight it, and then hold Control-I to italicize, and then to underline, you hold Control-U. You'll be underlining the predicate or the complete verb in each of the following sentences. So my example, a cute puppy wagged her tail. Wagged is our verb, right? You can wag. Who wagged? Puppy, right? And then number 1, Miss Williams is going to New York tomorrow. So we know going is a verb, and we also know is a verb, right? Is going, that's our helping phrase here. Who is going? Miss Williams, okay? So go ahead and complete the rest on your own, and then complete the parts of a sentence assignment, and we'll be done with this preliminary review of 8 parts of speech, and then the parts of a sentence, which are subject and verb. I will see you guys later. Bye.